Hi guys, my name is Olivia and welcome back again to the channel. So guys, there's this video going viral right now about, a biracial couple, and honestly, the wife's comment has the internet heated. Let's talk about it. So a white lady married to a black man of God comes online and says she's grateful her kids have her features. And of course, people are asking, hold up, what exactly do you mean by that? Because when you say you are glad your missed kiss has your features and then left your black husband behind, it means something, guys. You know, um, does that mean that black features aren't something to be proud of? And that's right there is the problem. That's not just preference. That's colorism. That's referencing stereotypes, and it's disrespectful to the very man you choose to marry. If you love someone, you should love all of them, their culture, their features, their heritage. So when you publicly celebrate your kids looking less black, what you're really doing is tearing down the beauty of blackness itself. And that's why people are calling it out. But what do you think, guys? Was she just being innocent with her words? Or is there something deeper and problematic here? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and I'll be reading it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And please support the channel by subscribing to it.
I love that my black children came out white. That's what people on TikTok heard me say when I said that I love that my daughter inherited my Scandinavian hairline. Why, as a white woman married to a black man, am I not allowed to be proud of my children's features? Why am I not allowed to be proud of their black features that were inherited from their father? Why is that now racist? Why am I now fetishizing black men? Why am I not allowed to find the beauty in the black skin, especially against my pale white skin? Why am I not allowed to find the beauty in looking into his deep brown eyes, especially in the sun when they're glazing? Why am I not allowed to find the beauty in watching the light reflect off of his dark skin? But if a black woman said that, or especially any other race, that's okay. At the end of the day, as a white mom to mixed kids, I'm going to talk about their black features. I'm going to talk about their white features because they need to know to be proud of their features, because it's them. It's what makes up them, a mixed child.
Hello, Marissa, is it? You don't know me, but your video came across my FYP, and I thought I would tap in, as I'm sure you don't follow very many black creators or you would not have made said video. I figured I would tag you so that I can make sure this gets to you. I would try to attempt to help you understand why you feel like you're being attacked and called racist for the video regarding you saying you are thanking the universe that your biracial child inherited your Scandinavian hairline. As a white woman, which you are, married to a black man, you said that you were so thankful that your biracial child inherited your Scandinavian hairline. You opened a very large can of worms without even realizing it. See, I understand that what you said you think was harmless, but that's surface level. Let's dig a little deeper. To you, what you said was just a mom complimenting the features that you recognized in your child, but it's more than that. See, there is a long, ugly history behind what kind of features get praised, celebrated, and glorified versus the features that get demonized. See, historically, white features, right? Straight hair, a Scandinavian hairline, thin noses, lighter eyes, fairer skin, and blonde hair have been historically uplifted as beautiful, becoming the standard of beauty. While black features like coarser hair, kinkier hair types, broader noses, darker skin, dark eyes, thicker bodies, have all been demonized. So when a white parent publicly highlights relief and gratitude of her biracial child inheriting a white attribute, or shows relief in her inherited white features, it's not just about personal preference anymore. It's tied to a much bigger cultural narrative of anti-blackness and colorism, featureism, texturism. That's why people were in your comments saying, what an odd thing to say. Because what you said read to the audience like, thank God my kid didn't end up with a black hairline. Not a cute look. And now we have your response where you are saying, well, why can't a white woman married to a black man love his chocolate skin and be proud of both my mixed child's black and white features equally. You see, problem number one is when white people describe black people's skin, or describe anyone with dark skin for that matter, using food descriptors like chocolate, that's when it starts to cross into fetishization, especially when it's paired with celebrating whiteness in contrast. You see, it started sounding less like, oh, I love my husband for the whole person that he is, and more like, oh, I just love his exotic brown skin, and my goal in life was to have a mixed exotic baby that hopefully gets my white features. Ugh. See how that becomes problematic? Now, girl, nobody's saying you can't appreciate your child's look. Your babies are beautiful. The issue is the language you chose to use and the context. White moms of biracial kids especially have to be mindful in the language that you use. Because what you think is a harmless compliment can actually reinforce anti-black narratives that your child will have to grow up fighting against. So for future reference, if you want to be able to appreciate your child's features and bring that to the internet, let's try not to frame it with relief that they got something from you, a white woman. And you really need to start to recognize how loaded the white features versus black features conversation really is. Even if you think it's a harmless statement, there's very weighted, very heavy context behind it. Try instead celebrating your child as a whole, instead of a grab bag of genetic features that you get to pick out your favorites from. That's when it starts getting weird. That's when it starts to give fetish and anti-black. White moms of biracial black children, let's do better. And find you a black woman to listen and learn from.
So I heard this a lot about, well, I still hear it, that I just must be confused. And while I cannot speak for her children because my mom was an ornery one, but she certainly wasn't ornery enough to try to say I wasn't black or had her white nose or whatever the hell. I was always very firm, and a lot of the biracial people, especially biracial daughters, are very firm in who they are, but felt as if they needed to coddle their parent. Really, their parent struggling with the parent's racial identity, like the parent is struggling versus the child struggling. And so a lot of what I've seen is that people will sort of, move in and out of it to coddle who they're around. Because I mean, I cannot walk into a group of white people and say like, I am not white, or I don't want to be white, without being called like what you've seen. Like, it's ferocious. So a lot of people saying, well, you're confused. It's like, no, we're just trying to like very much coddle the feelings of our parents, which is really sad.
So being biracial with the white mom is trending right now, and I just want to jump on this wagon. Dear black people, do you not see how harmful this is? Like, do you not? Let me give you some examples. You don't know what it's like to grow up mixed, because you don't realize that a lot of us deal with racism since day one all the time, and these are supposed to be with people that love us, aka our families. A lot of people on my mom's side of the family were Aryan Nation skinheads. I didn't know what the fuck that was as a kid. And I didn't understand why everybody looked at me different, or why there was certain people in my family that just would never say hello to me or my dad or my mom because they were disgusted. And I didn't understand that as a kid. I didn't get it. I thought I had something on my face the way they were looking at me. You know how hard it is to nonstop be told like, wow, you have your mom's face with just dark skin, with a look of disgust on their face while they say it, and not know why they feel disgusted to say such things? It's confusing. You gain a complex and you just don't feel beautiful no matter how gorgeous you are. You change yourself. I straightened my hair every single day in high school so that people wouldn't run their fingers through my hair or try to pull my afro when I walked in the hallway. Like, there's so many things that we did to adjust to suburbia. Or how about going to school with my siblings who are white and I'm not? And everyone asking me if I was adopted from Africa as a joke because I'm the only black one. You know how much that fucking sucked? Like, nonstop being denied my own mother being my mother because of my skin color. Like, it was crazy. It's crazy. And then I get to college and people that look like me all of a sudden are denying my blackness, telling me I have to say I'm biracial and I can't say that I'm black. And that's the first time your blackness was ever denied, because your whole life, that's all you've been seen as. Like, you know how fucking confusing that shit is? No, you don't.
You know, here's the thing. Black men marries white women because they think, or they say, the white women are only the people that's giving them the respect and the love they deserve. That the black ladies, they challenge them and they don't respect them. But here, this whole video gives us another perspective of what they're really going through in the hands of these white ladies.